Hey guys, Dustin here, CEO of 630. Today we're going to talk about comfort bike seats. So let's jump into it. Comfort bike seats. What defines a comfort bicycle seat? So I've lined up 4 of our bikes right here, all with 4 different seats. So really what defines a comfort bike seat is the width, the type of foam, and what it's designed for. I've put this bike here, which is our Explorer Range model, to show you the seat. So this is something I'm going to be updating in a few months because I actually want to change the seat to be a more comfortable seat. But this is really not defined as a comfort saddle. So you can see there's no springs back here. It's just the rails, very narrow, a lot more geared for performance than actual comfort. Now, as you come down the line, this is our traditional comfort saddle. This is what you're going to see on a lot of comfort bikes. It's not quite as wide as our cruiser saddle, but you can see it has the elastomer springs here, and it has it's wider. See how much wider it is in the buttocks area versus a performance seat. So the idea of a comfort bike seat is really just to get width and make sure your butt has a nice platform to rest on. In addition to that is the type of materials. In a lot of comfort saddles, you're going to see memory foam, which is what we use across ours. Or you're also going to see gel. And gel is going to be really squishy and soft. So is memory foam. It's going to adhere to your butt. When you talk about performance bike seats, you're not going to see sort of the same foams and the same gels that are going to be used across comfort saddles. And then you can see, too, in the comfort saddles, different types of springs. So on ours, we're using a single coil metal spring on these 2 bikes, and on this one you're using an elastomer spring. So it's really kind of personal preference. There's different types of memory foams, there's different types of feels. You can do a wider seat but do a harder foam. So it's really, there's a lot of personal preference in it. We try to design the shape of our seats in coordination with the bike, which is why, if we, on the body ease, we use a little narrower frame because it has a little narrower tires, so it seems to go together a little better. The cruiser has the widest saddle because it has the widest tires. And then if you look at the ride in the park, it has a little bit narrower of a seat than the body ease because it has narrower tires. So that's how we try to get the comfort into the seat no matter what, but we also want to try to design it so it sort of matches the flow of the bike. So you can see on our non-comfort bike saddle, there's no springs back here. And I was going to show you some other things too. So there's another company out there. These are by a company called Cloud9, which is sold by J&B. I highly recommend these seats if you're looking for a comfort bike seat aftermarket. So you can see how wide that seat is. This is actually much wider than any of our seats. And it's using the elastomer spring, so that's another option of a comfort saddle. You've got some of these with the ventilation here, a very wide base. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see, but if you're looking at this seat, I mean, that is significantly wider than, more of a performance seat. So really the width plays a big role in defining a comfort saddle. And then something else you can see, you guys can't feel at home, but this seat is a little bit more stiff. It's using more of a memory foam, and this seat is a little bit more squishy using a gel. And then this just, the coverings can play a little bit of a role. Sometimes with these mesh coverings, they're a little softer, they give a little bit easier. But yeah, across 630, we make it a point to try to source the most comfortable seats that we can for our particular bikes, because we believe the seat is actually the number one most important element, especially when you're talking about bikes that are focused on comfort. There's only basically one contact point, or the major contact point of your body is your butt. And if your butt's not happy, it's going to be a very uncomfortable ride. So what we focus on is choosing not only design but look, but comfort on our seats is number one. And these are all different types of also feel. So there's another important element to think about when you talk about a comfort bike seat. So when you have a seat like this on the body ease, it's really the butt is meant to sit on top of the seat. So you can see you would align this seat sort of flat. Now on our cruiser saddle, you can see it has this like cup, and it's really supposed to cradle the butt. And so you're kind of sitting in the seat, so the shape of the seat is more important. Where on this one, you're really trying to get the butt right on top of the seat, so you want the top to be nice and soft to absorb the rider. And that's true of the ride in the park. So just kind of two different design philosophies. This kind of cupping curvature shape really works on the wider saddle because you can get a person's whole buttocks cradled in the seat, whereas it wouldn't work so much on the narrower cut ones because the rider's buttocks would kind of come outside the seat. So different types of saddles. If you've never tried them, I'd recommend getting into a bike shop, giving them a try, see what you like better or worse. Yeah, so they're all kind of different. So if you have any questions or thoughts or concerns around what bike seat is right for me, what's going to be most comfortable, please reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Also, don't forget, you can go to the top of our website and take the body fit quiz, put in your height, weight, and what kind of riding you're going to do, and it's going to choose the right bike for you. It'll help choose the right seat for you too, based on if you have pain or no pain, things like that. And don't forget, we have a 365-day return policy. If you buy a bike from us and you don't love it, you have 365 days to return your bike. And don't forget, you can also customize your bike on our website. You can swap seats, change colors of seats, change the color of the rims, do anything you want. So if you want to try a different seat on this bike, swap it out, you can do it on our customizer. So thanks for listening. Don't forget 630. We want to make sure you love your bike.